What's going on, guys? You know, a lot of times in fishing, it feels like either crazy stuff happens when you have a perfect plan and you set out and you have a goal set and this is the fish you're trying to target that day, or it seems to happen where you catch the exact opposite of what you set out to do. And that's typically for me what seems to happen the most, is that whenever I say, you know, we're gonna go out and we're gonna try to catch jack or snook, I'll catch the exact opposite of what I was looking for, it seems like. And that was definitely the case today. You know, my buddy Jet and I, we set out to go fish for some black drum, and just absolute craziness broke out.
Dude, oh my gosh!
What's going on, guys? So today I got my good buddy Jet in the boat with me, sitting up front right there. We just fueled up at the gas station. We got a bucket of live shrimp, but we're targeting drum today. You know, I've been using live bait for the first time in a long time, you know. And so we're gonna make a trip and see if we can find some black drum. We got about an hour ride in the boat today, but hopefully we can find some of these fish and get on them. You know, it's more of a scouting trip today, kind of try to find new areas, new places to fish, and new places to show you guys. So we're gonna make our run and hopefully get on some fish. All right, let me explain the deal here. Throwing very, very light. I'm using a 1000, Jet's throwing a 3000. 12-pound fluorocarbon to a little weighted jig head right here, live shrimp, and we're just looking for these black drum. We're also gonna probably throw out some sheephead, snook, whatever we see. But, you know, I would really like to catch a black drum, but we're fishing for whatever's biting, really. I see, I don't know if it's a sheephead or if it's a drum. I think it might be a sheephead. Yeah, it's a sheephead, it's two of them. Do anything to it. Oh, you on? Jet's on with the sheepy. There we go. Good job, buddy. It's good though, dude. On the platform.
I'm pumped about that. Dude, he's hooked on the outside. What the heck? He's just hooked right in the noggin.
You hooked him in the bridge of the nose. Yeah, that's what, man. I mean, that's just cool though, because we're sight casting these fish.
Dude, it literally.
All right, Jet, first fish of the day. We had to break it out somehow. All right, well now maybe.
Dude, I still got my shrimp.
Oh, good job. Hopefully we can find some black drum. Get in there. Oh, that's a good sized jack. You on? Good job, Jet. That was sweet. I should have been filming that probably. Jet picked up that, there's a few jack going off eating little greenies or mullet underneath his dock, and Jet picked up the little Kitech and hit a jack with it. Want me to land them for you? Or you flipping them?
What do you want?
It's up to you. You can flip them or you can land them. Boat flip.
I didn't think the rod was gonna hold up for a second. Oh.
And off he goes.
Yeah, check that out.
Slimed you?
Yeah, it's horrible.
There's so much that goes on behind the camera that you don't see really, and there was probably about an hour where I was just sitting down in the boat, so frustrated, so mad, because my trolling motor wouldn't work. The remote was broken and the battery wouldn't stay in the remote slot, and I ended up having to shove like a penny in with the battery to make it stay closed and finally get the trolling remote working. And you know, so we're finally going, and Jet's throwing, and he catches another sheep's head, and then he has knocked out 5 or 6 fish already, and I have not caught a single thing today. And you know, I'm not the type of person, I don't really care if I'm not catching fish as long as we're having a good time, but it was really a bummer because we drove all this way to look for black drum. Time's progressing, sun's starting to go down a little bit, it's about 7 o'clock, and you know, I tied on this big giant popper on my Saragosa, an 8-foot G loomis, just because we saw a big jack earlier. Oh my God! Look to the right of the boat, look to the right, look to the right. Do you see it? And I thought, hey, maybe if things starts firing up and picks up, we'll be ready for that fish and have something to throw at it if we see it. I pick up a swim bait and I'm just chucking it along the seawall, cranking it pretty quick along the seawall, and I get swirled on a couple of times, and it must be a little jack or a little snook or whatever. And Jet, he just goes, you know what, dude, I'm going to pick up the popper and I'm going to draw him in. Just joking around with me, trying to screw with me. He's like, I'm going to pick up this popper and I'm going to start chucking it and draw these fish in. And I'm sitting there still throwing this little swim bait along the seawall, ripping it. And Jet, I just hear him go, dude. And I turn around and there is a monster behind Jet's popper.
Oh my god, are you hooked up with that huge jack?
He doesn't know. What is that?
Dude, that's a big bluefish!
Oh my gosh!
Dude, that is like a 30-pound bluefish!
Dude, get the net, get the net. Dude, he's not gonna stay hooked.
Dude, he's so green though. I don't want to bring him in.
Dude, holy, oh my gosh.
That's a huge bluefish. Dude, come around, come around.
Oh my gosh. That was a freaking, it's like a king salmon. I thought it was a tarpon. Oh my gosh, get that thing, get it. He's ready.
Bring him in, bring him in, bring him in, bring him in.
I don't want to pull him like this.
Yes, God, get in the net, dude.
Oh, oh my god. Oh my gosh, what the heck is that?
My boat. Jack, what is that
That
about?
was a freaking tarpon. What the heck?
Okay.
I just caught that thing in like 30 seconds. Oh my gosh, let's get it unhooked.
Here, let's get this thing back in the water quick.
Yeah.
All right, well, Jet just caught, do you want to wash him off? Or Jet just caught a monster bluefish.
This might be gone.
He's bleeding bad, but it's weird. He wasn't hooked in the gills, he just hooked in the mouth. But bluefish are really oily and prone to bleeding. But that is a monster bluefish right there. Holy cow. I mean, for South Florida, this is a donkey.
I want to release him.
Yeah, okay. Dude, that was crazy. Dude, he seems so healthy. And there's a big shark bite on him. You good, dude?
Yeah, he swam off good. I don't know, he's bleeding so much, he was just in the mouth.
Yeah, he wasn't even hooked like in the gills or anything. He was just hooked right in the mouth.
Let's hose this off.
Dude, Jet, that was sick, dude. Right next to the boat.
First cast on that popper.
Well, my popper is kind of busted now. We might need to redo something here.
Dude, did you see? He looked like he was like a 40-pound, like.
Dude,
jumping out of the water.
I thought you just hooked like my jack I've been trying to catch. Did you see Jack? There was 3 of them behind him.
Well, let's get back out there.
Oh my god. So we just like kind of cleaned up the boat from that bluefish really as much as we could without like a running water tap. We've re-rigged this popper. It is unreal how badly this thing is destroyed. Had teeth marks. We had to replace the back treble hook because he bent the split ring out, so we had to use a new treble hook off of a big giant swim bait I have. That's still throwing the 6,000 Saragosa. That was just one of the most unreal things. Like, it's probably been 20 minutes and me and him have just been talking about it the whole time. I'm doing something kind of dumb. I'm throwing a 3,000 and just put a little pencil popper on, which bluefish love, and see if I can catch one on the 3,000 just to get a screamer on. But dude, that was one of the most unreal moments ever because I'm sitting here screwing around with a snook on the seawall. It's probably like 10 inches long. And Jet's like, I just heard Jet go, Lawson, I'm getting followed, dude. I'm getting followed. And I turn around and it looks like there's a freaking missile being shot at his lure. Now, I'm hoping we can catch some more, man. That was sick. I just came to the realization I have not caught a single fish today. I didn't catch anything. Oh, dude. Oh, God! Oh! That's a jack, dude. That's a jack.
Oh, stop him.
Turn your head, buddy. Turn your head.
Turn the phone on. I think you're good, man.
Oh! Oh, my God! Oh, I don't know where he's at. Oh! I got the trolling motor going the other direction. I was just talking about how I haven't caught a fish today. I don't think it's huge. That's fine. Okay, it might be bigger than I thought. No, he's not even that big. Dude, yeah, I know. Do you see the size of this fish? And he took off at like 40 miles per hour. Now I was having to cut the spool on him. Dude, I was like, literally, like, I hammered my hand on the spool to stop him. Oh, wait, this is a much bigger jack than I thought it was. We netting this, dude?
Oh, God, get over here.
I'll turn
grab
him.
its tail?
We're in a similar situation as last time.
Oh god, that's a big net.
Did you hear him grunting? I thought this was a 30-pounder at first, dude. The way he took off at first. And with that, I think we'll call it a night. Probably a 15-pound jack right there. This turned out to be an amazing night, and it was like the slowest start to a day of fishing I think I've ever had. And it is just insane. Jet's monster bluefish that weighed probably 10 pounds more than this jack right here, and the eat on this guy and the run was insane. We're gonna get him back in the water. I think we might call it a night on that, man. That was, whew.
That thing's fat. That thing is fat.
Dude, slimerized.
Oh.
Yeah, that wasn't a long fish at all, but he was a foot across practically. That's what those jet crevalles will do to you. Jet, what a freaking insane night. This has been one of the most insane nights of fishing I've ever had. If I would have hooked that fish on any of the other reels we have with us right now, I wouldn't have landed that fish. I literally just hammered him down, and this is just 60-pound fluorocarbon, just stuck the hammer to him. All right, we are done. I mean, this was just like what started to be the crappiest day ever, where we're catching sheephead, snapper, and catfish. And Jet just decided to pick up the popper and started ripping it and hooked a giant. And then, you know, we're coming through, we're literally about to close out the day. Jet pretty much stopped fishing, and we come through and we see a pelican diving and something chasing bait. So I throw the popper up there and just hook up as well with a big, big jack. I mean, today was just awesome. We are done though, because we got a long drive home in the boat, so we're gonna be moving in the dark. That is it. I appreciate you guys. Jet's a hero. Until next time.